Well, hello there lovely people, this is your boy again, Mad Mac Tech alias DVJ Deepak here from Hyderabad. So today I am here to discuss about the topic, why does your computers, laptops or desktops, it might be Windows or Mac, why do they get slow over a period of time? The main reason why they slow down over a period of time is, just a second, I'll show you. These drives. This is a hard drive. This is a 3.5 inch SATA drive. So you can see the SATA connection here. 3.5 inch SATA drive. So this drive is a standard drive which ships in every desktop computer. And the next one, this is a 2.5 inch drive which ships in every laptop, let it be Windows or Mac. So laptops usually ship with this drive, the 2.5 inch SATA drive. And see, this is a SATA connection. And the third drive is Samsung SATA SSD. How this drive looks like. So this is the packing, how it looks. So this is how this drive looks like. This is also a SATA SSD. This also has a SATA connection. So this drive and this drive are of same size. So both are 2.5 inch drives. And the fourth and the last and very powerful drive, this drive. So this is also an SSD which is also called as PCIe SSD. So which directly fits onto the motherboard. This is Apple's proprietary solid state drive or a PCIe SSD which is specially made for Apple by Samsung. So this connection here, whatever connection you can see, this is a proprietary connection. This is not an M2 connection. This is a different connection which is in-house developed by Apple for their MacBook Airs, Retina display, MacBooks and so on. And coming to why your drives slow down over a period of time. So the main reason why they slow down is due to disk drives. So the speed of this drive should be around 7,200 RPM. So that means it spins for 7,200 times in a minute. So this hard disk, there is a motor in this circular space, and this is a printed circuit board of this particular hard disk. Why this drive slows down over a period of time is, I think you people know about the gramophone records or how vinyls and turntables work. So what usually happens, the more the vinyls rotate like that, the life of vinyls come to an end. So basically why these hard disks slow down or get slowed over a period of time. These hard disks work in the same manner like how a gramophone record or a turntable works. There is a rotating disc inside these hard disks. They are about arrangement of 2 or 3 platters, one over the other. And there is a needle whose edge is on the platter. So as the platter moves or as the platter rotates inside, so what that needle does is, that needle fetches the data over from that platter, and from that platter the data goes into the needle. From that needle it goes into this PCB, and from this PCB you will be able to access through this thing. This is the SATA data slot and this is the SATA power slot. The drive on my left hand has the speed of about 7,200 RPM, but the drive on my right hand has a speed of about 5,400 RPM. And coming to this drive, the SATA SSD, solid state drive, SATA solid state drive. This is also the same size of this drive. Their dimension, everything is the same. So this particular solid state drive fits in the same bay where this particular drive sits. What is the difference between these two drives? So this is also a SATA SSD, but the difference between this drive and this drive is that this drive doesn't have any moving parts inside like how this drive is. So this hard disk or this drive doesn't have any moving parts like this drive. Since there's no moving part, the power consumption is naturally very less, and when the power consumption is less, you have very good battery life, and the efficiency of the drive is also very good. So the speed of this drive is up to 6 gigabytes per second. That's 6 GB per second. So older laptops come with this drive, the standard 2.5 inch SATA drive, and this is a replacement drive. It can be purchased separately and you can upgrade this drive. You can take this drive out from your old laptops and you can put this drive. Why your laptop or computers get slow over a period of time, especially with this kind of drive? What usually happens is these drives work as the same pattern as how a turntable or a gramophone record or a gramophone player works. There's a platter. These platters keep rotating at the speed of either 7,200 RPM or 5,400 RPM. So there's a needle. So this needle sits on this platter. This keeps rotating and the needle keeps on getting ruptured against this platter. So what usually happens is, when this thing happens after a certain point, standard life of this drive or this drive is maximum to 3 or 4 years. So once your computer is 3 or 4 years old, slightly your computer speed is coming down, it's taking time to boot, or it's taking too much time to open an application. Minute to minute applications also, it takes usually very long time. That is because of these drives. That is because of these drives have a very limited lifespan. Too many moving parts involved in this drive. But when it comes to this drive or this drive, so there are no moving parts in this. So when there are no moving parts, naturally the power consumption is very low, and even the efficiency of drive is also very good. This drive becoming a standard slowly. This is coming in all Windows PCs and Windows laptops also. So this particular SSD is a standard in every MacBook Air, and even in all the 2013 and later MacBook Pros with Retina display. So when you're experiencing your laptop's overall performance is coming down, or maybe if your computer is taking too much time to boot, or if it's taking too much time to launch an application, or if you want to perform a task, it is taking too much of time on your computer. So my one short solution would be upgrading your laptops or PCs to this drive. So this is a Samsung solid state drive. Likewise, you have so many brands which produce solid state drive. If you are experiencing slow issues with your either MacBooks or PCs or laptop might be a MacBook or Windows, any laptop or anything of that sort, upgrade your internal storage to an SSD. And very important suggestion here for people who want to upgrade your computers to SSDs and improve the performance, overall performance of your computers. That one important advice would be, do not clone your hard disk completely and restore the same backup onto the upgraded SSD, because once you clone your hard disk completely, whatever is saved on your old existing hard drive, along with that there's so much of system junk and unwanted files and cache files which even get backed up. So my sincere advice would be, just copy your important files from your old drive and paste them onto external hard disk. And once you install the SSD and you again install the operating system on that SSD, just copy from your external drive and paste them on it. Putting it simple, do not ever clone your hard disk, just copy your files onto the external hard disk from your old hard disk, and once you install the SSD, copy those files from your old hard disk, paste them back into your SSD. So that's how you can improve the speed of your computer, overall speed. And this speed will be applicable for whatever you do on your MacBook or a laptop or a PC or any computer, let it be Windows computer or a Mac computer, laptop or desktop. Speed of this SSD is up to 16 GB per second. That's right, this Apple proprietary SSD speed is up to 16 GB per second. Speed of this SATA SSD is up to 6 GB per second. The speed of these drives cannot be calculated because there is a moving part inside, and the functionality of that normal hard disk is very difficult to make up. So I think this particular video will be helpful for you regarding why your computers slow down over a period of time and what could be done to speed up your computers and boost up your computers overall speed to the maximum. So that's all for now, people. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.